KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're outside Repton Boxing Club here in Bethnal Green, head of this Friday night's MTK Global show. I'm joined by the one and only Two Tanks. Is he three tanks? Why are you now? How many tanks are you?
I'm still two tanks.
Still two tanks.
I don't see that changing anytime soon.
How are you, Ohara?
KUGAN, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while, isn't it?
I've been out of this boxing scene for so long. I haven't fought in a while, and I'm glad to be back.
To be fair, can I just say one thing? We did actually do an interview recently that, that we kind of decided that we weren't going to put out.
For good reasons, especially now. I'm glad.
Actually. Okay, all right. That's a conversation off camera, but we didn't put it out. We kind of discussed it, didn't put it out, and that's the last time I actually saw you, which wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
How's life?
Your life's been good. You know, I'm all settled in now. You know, just moved into my first place, so I'm glad. After this fight, KUGAN, I've got some good news.
Right.
I'm getting my second place after this fight.
Yeah?
Getting my second place, I'm going to become officially a landlord.
Really? You're going to be the landlord?
I'm going to be a landlord.
The landlord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Landlord OD.
Landlord.
What do you guys think?
That's all right.
You know.
You got to think about your career after boxing and that.
Exactly. So I'm just got to prepare for it now. You know, I made a lot of mistakes in the past with my paychecks. You know, girls being out up in Dubai, taking girls out to New York. I made so many mistakes, and I think about all the money that I've wasted. You know, the car that I got, I didn't need to buy an Audi A5. I didn't need to spend money on some of the things that I spent it on. But now I'm a lot more wiser. I'm a lot more older, and I'm ready to make some smart investments.
What was the worst investment that you made in your time as a pro career?
The worst investment that I made in my time as a pro?
Yeah.
I took this hoe out to New York. You know, the girl that keyed my car. Do you know about that? The girl that keyed my car.
Right, okay. I think we saw it on one of your stories.
So, yeah, so this girl was a hoe. And I made her my girlfriend. I don't know why, but I just made her my girlfriend, even though I knew she was a hoe. I didn't really mind, I just fancied her. So, after one of my fights, I took her out to New York for 10 days. Do you know how much money I spent, KUGAN?
Go on.
10 grand.
10 grand in 10 days?
I spent 10k in 10 days.
It's like Brewster's Millions, isn't it?
I spent
10 grand in 10 days.
Obviously for my ticket, for her ticket, the hotels, the food. You know, this girl only wanted to eat in the expensive restaurants, blah, blah, blah. And me, I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do this, let's do that. Let's go here, let's go there. I was a yes man. And when I checked my account, I was there for 10 days, 10k. Also, while I was there with her, because we had an argument, I sent her home early. I sent her home after about 7 days. I booked her a new flight, and I flew one of my other girls up from Atlanta, Georgia, down to Miami, where I was at. So that cost money, obviously, flying. You know, I had to fly the other girl, took a jet ski and all that. But I spent 10k in 10 days, wasting money, because I was still living at mum's place, and I was like...
Did you have a good time, though?
I had an amazing time, KUGAN. I feel like I experienced a lot of life. I experienced freedom, and me being from Hackney, being from the hood, I've never had anything. I never had 2-3k in my life. So now when I turned pro and I started getting paid a bit of money, I wasn't really smart with it, and you know, I made a lot of mistakes. But when you come from where I come from, you don't have anything, and then you get something, you tend to go out of it. But as long as you wisen up before it's too late, I think that's the main thing that matters. I made a YouTube video today which I'm going to be releasing. The YouTube video is titled How to Spend Your Money, How to Spend Your Fight Purses, where I want to give young up-and-coming boxers lessons, a bit of advice on how to spend their dough. Don't be like me, don't be thick, don't be stupid like I was. Don't be out here trying to impress people that don't matter. Don't be trying to buy a Rolex. I bought this watch the other day. It's a smartwatch. I ain't buying a Rolex that costs 5k. I'm buying a smartwatch that costs me £200, £200-300. You can monitor my heart rate, you can tell the time, I can make phone calls, I can send texts. I could buy a Rolex if I wanted to. I could spend, like I said in my video, I could spend 50, 70k on a Rolex and still be good. But I don't need to. I could put that money into a property and become a landlord. That sounds a lot better, doesn't it?
The landlord. The landlord's in town.
If this Audi A5, if it breaks down on me, my next car will be a smart car. I'll buy a little smart car. Why? I'm not trying to impress all these people. I ain't trying to impress all these guys on the internet, all these people that don't matter. If I go broke, these people, they'll be gone anyway. So I'm spending no more time trying to impress people. I'm spending time now being smart, being wise.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. Giving us that kind of update on your...
my new mindset.
Your new mindset.
My new mindset.
Totally. Okay, so first fight back after the catchful defeat, and you're going in against Miguel Vasquez. So you haven't ask for an easy like 8-rounder or anything, you're straight back in it.
It's not what I'm in this game for, to be honest. I'm not in this game to take easy fights. I want to give them exciting fights. And I feel like in my last fight, I won the fight 100%. I won the fight. Everyone that was there knows that I won the fight. You know I won the fight. Even though I know you won't say it, everyone knows I won the fight. But it's okay. I'm here to entertain. And I'm an entertainer. And even though I felt like I won my last fight, what I failed to do was entertain. I failed to entertain. In that area, I failed. I didn't give the fans an exciting fight. And that's what I'm known for, being excited inside the ring and out. And I failed to give the fans an exciting fight. People left that stadium knowing that I won the fight, but bored out of their minds for 10 rounds. Was it 10 or 12 rounds? 12 rounds. They were bored out of their minds. And I could never let that happen again, KUGAN. I have to give them exciting fights against exciting fighters. That's why I said I'm not coming in against no bum. I'm coming in against a former world champion. Because I want to prove to myself and prove to everyone that I can be the best in the world. And I believe, and I still believe to this day, I still believe I can be one of the best in the world.
Obviously, I'm not asking you to specifically call anyone out or anything, but what's kind of somewhere in the back of your mind? Obviously, we know you're fully focused on Friday night and nothing else really matters apart from getting that win over Vasquez this Friday, but what's kind of the next big fight after that for you?
A fight that can get me a new property. Every fight I have, I want to get a new property.
So it's about the money for you now, not necessarily who it is? Because is it specifically about the money rather than who the fight is or what it's for?
Yeah, like I said, I'll fight anyone. I want to give the fans exciting fights. I want them to choose. I will let them choose. I'm just here to fight and I'm here to entertain. As an entertainer, I'm here to entertain. But the main thing in my mind right now is making smart investments. You never know in this game. Any fight could be your last. Any fight could be your last fight. You could get injured next week. Bang, your boxing career's over. You could fail in the MRI medical brain scan. Your boxing career's over. The main thing's about where my mind's at right now. It's not about winning this or winning that. It's about making smart investments and buying properties. Like I'm a local landlord. But I'll fight anyone. After this fight, anyone they got. After I win this fight, because I will win on Friday night. I will win by a spectacular knockout. 100%. Not settling for no more. And after this fight, I want to see how far I can go in this game, because I believe I can make it to the very top.
Friday night, York Hall, live on ESPN Plus as well in America, and obviously IFL TV. So the first show of IFL TV is that Ohara's headlining. Well, Ryan Walsh is also fighting, obviously, his British title fight with Lewis Pauling, but you are an attraction on the bill as always as well.
Can I speak about these MTK shows?
Yeah.
Like when I'm looking online, people are like, I've fallen fighting from Sky to now fighting on MTK shows. That's what many people say. Many people say how the mighty fell, but a lot of people don't understand. These MTK shows are massive, and let's be honest, when MTK first made their first few shows, the shows, because it was their first shows, they weren't all that. But now MTK shows are massive. You've been to MTK shows, right? Especially
Look at the two shows from the weekend in Belfast and Scotland.
Exactly. Especially these ones that they've got up in the York Court. They're massive. The last one I was at, Samuel Antwi, when he fought Sia Osgal. I was like, this show is amazing. And the quality and the lights and the camera and the action and the quality of the fights that I saw in York Court on that MTK show, it was better than a lot of the Frank and the Eddie Hearn shows that I've seen up at York Court. And that's not me even lying. And I want to encourage people to come out to these MTK shows because they're big. Listen, you get free boxing live on YouTube. I get a paycheck, mate.
I know.
I'm not rich. I'm getting paid more for this fight than I did fighting.
And it's being shown on ESPN Plus.
I'm getting paid more for this fight than I did get fighting on an AJ undercard. I fought on an AJ undercard when he fought for the world title, when he fought against Charles Martin. I'm getting paid more for this fight. I'm getting paid more for this fight than I did on a lot of fights when I fought on Sky. So, listen, a lot of fans don't really understand the business of boxing, and they don't understand how powerful these MTK shows are. MTK's on the come up. Hell yeah. I signed to MTK at the right time.
I'll echo your thoughts on that one, Ohara. Just kind of coming back to AJ. I know it's been a few weeks now, but kind of the dust settling on that. We're waiting for news on his rematch. Anthony Joshua, Ohara. What's going through his head at the moment?
Listen, I've always said it. AJ wasn't really there. I remember reading a thing about him up on the internet a week before the fight, and AJ was saying, it was in an interview, and he was like, for this camp, I feel really tired, I feel fucked. And he said that he got in a sports psychologist for the first time. For the first time in his boxing career, he got a psychologist for that fight, for the first time. So, and I remember reading that, and I was like, wow, this guy's actually finding this camp hard, and he's employing all these people. You know, he's got a massive team. He's employing this person, employing that person to make his life easier because he's finding it hard. He's finding camp hard. I'm not sure what was wrong with him, but something was wrong. You can see it on the ring entrance. You can see as he's walking into the ring. For one, the ring entrance was late because I'm not sure what happened backstage, but a lot of rumors saying that something happened backstage. I truly believe so. And then during the ring walk,
I think that was something to do with his groin guard, Eddie Hearn said. But, you know, I'm just saying what he said.
Something. You know, they all say stuff. They lied and said that fucking I meant some tweet up about Liverpool, and they threw me under the bus because of a tweet. These people, they all chat some bullshit. Something happened backstage, and just being honest, that's why I think. Listen, not taking a dig at Eddie Hearn. I love Eddie Hearn. I like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's a cool guy. I got no issue with him. But after the fight, why AJ's dad got so angry at Eddie Hearn and he made a, you know, and he tried to, you know, everyone knows what happened after the fight. AJ's dad was mad at Eddie Hearn. Something happened backstage. Something happened backstage. You can see in the ring entrance, AJ, his face wasn't right as he got into the ring. Something wasn't right about him. Something wasn't right about him. And only when you watch the fight back and you look at how he's acted on the ring entrance in his other fights to now this fight, you can see that something just wasn't right. And he weren't late because of his grain guard. AJ's a smart man. AJ's got 3 or 4 different grain guards. If he loses one, AJ's got another 2 or 3. I know AJ. AJ's a smart man, and he's always got a backup of everything. So listen, boxing, AJ can say, Eddie Hearn can say what he wants because he's got a, you know, maybe he can't say certain stuff because the boxing board might find out and blah blah blah. But every boxing fan and everyone that knows boxing knows something happened backstage that we're not aware of. That maybe if Eddie Hearn says, he would get in trouble with the boxing board, or AJ might get in trouble with the boxing board. So they have to keep certain things suppressed. But it just wasn't him. Even in the fight, it just wasn't him. Like as I'm looking at how he fought the fight, how he was fighting, it wasn't him. He looked scared, afraid. He looked weak, and that's not the AJ that we all know. And you know, AJ's done a lot for boxing and for people like me. He's opened many doors, created a lot of opportunities for guys like me. And I can't wait for the rematch, because in the rematch, I believe AJ knocks him out if he's on top form. The AJ that we knew, the AJ that fought Klitschko, Dillian White, the AJ that fought Povetkin, knocks out Andy Ruiz. And I'm not taking anything away from Andy Ruiz. He's a great champion, and he's the champion, and we got to give him that respect that he needs, that he should have. He's a world champion, but he took the world title from a 45% AJ. That's what I truly believe.
We'll have to wait and see what happens on that. Ohara, we've got the press conferences about to begin shortly. Have you got anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Nah, I'm good. I just want the fans to listen. Boxing fans, I love you guys. Listen, I love you, boxing fans. I know you boxing a lot. I know that a lot of you fans don't like me, but I want to ask a lot of you fans to forgive a lot of the negative things that I've said during my boxing career. I've been quite naive during my boxing career. I've said a lot of things that I shouldn't have said. But what do you guys expect when you come from the hood? You ain't got nothing in life, and then you finally get somewhere in life. A lot of people don't know how to handle it, and during a lot of my boxing career, I haven't known how to handle it. But I feel like now I'm in a calm place. So I would like to apologise to boxing fans all around the world for any negativity that I may have said, anything that I've said to offend you guys. I'm sorry, and I love you guys.
On that note, Ohara Davies, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Tune in to watch O'Hara's fight. If you live in America, you know where it's at, ESPN Plus. If you're in the UK or most parts of Europe, tune in on IFL TV. Thank you very much.